talking about COVID, the roadmap that the UK are on, how do you feel about that? How do you feel about?
How do you feel? Go on. You go first. You go first. You go first. I want to hear how you feel.
I if everything goes to plan, if 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 everything opens at when Bojo says it open, it's going to open. I think it'll be fine. It does
Okay.
mean that I won't be in work till July, I think, when everything. No, I think it's before that. But yeah, I've still got a few months of not being able to work still, which
Hmm.
I'm hoping that. So I've not heard anything, but I'm hoping they keep furlough till that point because a lot of people still won't be able to work if they're slowly reopening stuff.
True, true, true.
Um, but it does mean I can go to the pub technically on my birthday, just albeit outside. But yeah, I feel like this is the end. Is it? In view. We're coming to the end of the tunnel.
Um,
Semi normality is coming back to us. It's gonna it's gonna be something like the flu. You have to get the flu jab each year. You'll have to
First
get
and foremost, go on.
you'll have to get the COVID jab every year as well. I feel like that's just how it's gonna be. But yeah.
Um,
What do you think?
so first and foremost, I'm just honestly, because we'll be back in school for what? When is it? April something.
I think it's
So
12th April. I think we're back.
yeah, honestly, I'm just looking forward to being back in school. Um, and then just the stuff of like food. I don't know. It'll just be nice to see. Just at least have a little sense of freedom going on.
Yeah,
Hoping that we're all safe because I'm still gonna be around even after all this COVID malarkey
yeah.
done. We're still like being protected. Um, be able to stay in a especially for this long. It's just painful.
Yeah.
Um,
I think it'd be nice to actually be able to interact with half because that's the thing with us doing a course in middle of a pandemic. We've not met half our year group.
uh, Interesting you say that actually because I recently tried to get in contact because obviously North and South, right? When North Campus and South Campus,
Mm.
I really want to be able to be friends with people from the South Campus because we didn't really get to see each other until third year, right? So
I don't, I don't, I don't,
do we?
I don't even think we. In foundation, I was told they do a thing where they swap one student from each campus for like a week. I don't know if they still do that, but
Yeah.
when I was in foundation, it didn't seem like there was that connection. It was just like there's a north campus and there's a south campus. The only connection is that it's the same course, just cheaper in the north.
More accessible. Oh, cheaper in the north. Yeah, that works too.
I that's the only, like why would I pay near enough like 4 grand more to do it in London when I can do the exact same
True.
course for I don't know if it's like 4 grand more, but it's like it is more expensive to live in London, and I
Yeah.
think it is slightly more expensive. I don't know. I'm not too sure.
But London is London. Don't be dissing my place like that. London is still London.
Yeah, but Manchester's pretty much the second capital of, and we're only you know half an hour to 45-minute train ride.
that again is is a good point.
Big up, big up, Manny.
Oh God. Um. Wait, what were we talking about before? Sugar. It's gone out of my head now.
The COVID, just COVID in general.
Yeah. So yeah, it'll just be nice to be able to like obviously see people in school again, but I really want to start making like links to people in the south
Yeah.
as well as the north. Um. So yeah, I have been trying to get that. Um.
So
I think
I don't think I know a single person in the South Campus.
no, none of us do. Someone in our year does. But because I came into Aura with someone else, and they knew a person who acts, and they chose the South Campus.
Mm.
So I've just been talking to him to see if we can, and I just try and get to know each other more because it'll just be nice to know what it's like being in the South Campus
Yeah.
because I've wanted to be.
I mean, if they still do
Well,
the student swap, it's it sounds like a really good um, experience. You literally swap accommodation and everything. So they live in your. So say you got picked, you'd swap with a South Campus student, and
I so
they'd live in your house. And
okay.
you'd live in there where they're living, and you'd go to their lessons, and they go to our North lessons for a week, and you experience what it's like.
Season so reminds me of I forgot that show was called. Where they was swap. If it
Wife
was it the
swap.
parents or the wives? Yeah, but no, yeah. Imagine student swapping. I
I don't
mean,
know if they still do it, but it was a
I
thing.
hope they do. I hope they do because obviously, I mean, my room's a mess. So I don't know who's trying to live in my house, but if I do get picked, I'm not passing up the opportunity to
Yeah.
because again, I really when I first started auditioning.
Hmm.
I really, really wanted to get to the South Campus.
So
Um,
I never really got the urge to go to London myself.
I think for me it was just because my dad lives there too. My
Yeah.
dad obviously
Well,
from London.
you've got ties to London.
Yeah.
For me, I was just like, because I've lived in the north my entire life.
Mm.
I'm kind of like, I know there's places outside of London that still offer great training,
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
you don't have to pay extraordinary amounts just to live in London. So
Like I
I went for Royal Welsh, and Rose Bruford is the closest I got to London.
oh wow.
They're the
See,
two.
when
So
I when I auditioned, it was such a tough situation for me because I really wanted like I never got the option to be like wow. I never got the hour. They never gave me the option to say you can pick and choose which campus you want to go to.
mm,
Uh, but I did say like I don't mind what campus. I don't really mind the campus I go to.
yeah,
If it's the north, it's the north. I mean, we're still getting the same out of it. But it was also just because I lived with my mum,
yeah.
and then because I've just moved here, she wanted me to be relatively close to her. So I never apart from Aura, that's in the like Aura because I did go to Aura South for the open day.
Yeah.
Apart from that, I never and I never auditioned. So
I did get a shock in foundation. So when I got like the confirmation of what you've been accepted to foundation, they didn't say to our north. They put our south by accident, and I was like,
oh
I had to email straight away. I
oh
was like, is this right? Because if it is, I'm I don't mind, but I'm gonna have to sort something out to live in London. But then yeah, they emailed me back saying, oh sorry, that's a mistake. It is North that you've been accepted into. I was like, thank God.
I remember when I got my first phone call. Oh, sorry. when I got the phone call that I had been accepted into our jumping around and stuff, like I was so freaking happy because it was I was literally one of the main schools I really wanted to get into. I was recommended it by my teachers back in sixth form.
I was in work when I got the phone call. I got 2 missed calls, and I was like,
Yeah, me too. I woke up in the morning. I had two missed calls on my phone. I was like, "What?" And then I call. They sent they left like a voice note.
yeah,
I was like, "Oh, how have I got this? What's this voice note from?" Call back. Call back. I'm like, "What? Go."
yeah. I was in work.
So
They
yeah.
sent me an email. Because I remember I was in the lift going down to get some stock, and I looked at my email. And I was like, "I'll recalling." I was like, "I ain't gone. I know what this is." Lots of admissions. I was like, "Oh, I know what's going." Because I didn't get straight on to the course. I was a late addition, so obviously someone dropped out, and then
Mm.
I was next on the list. I just remember because I was literally at the point of going, don't think it's going to happen this year again. Alright, I'll start my UCAS up. I'll start looking at places to do auditions again, and then I get the phone call and I'm in and I'm here. So it was a hectic few months to try and sort out everything as well, because I think I only had 2 months before I got added to the course. 2 months before the course started, so I had to like find somewhere to live, um, get everything sorted as well,
Yeah.
get student finance and stuff sorted. But yeah, we're here,
We're
and
alive and kicking.
hopefully we can, hopefully term 3 is an end to the pandemic teaching stuff. I
Mm.
don't think I can't do any more weeks of Zoom lessons.
I just want to be motivated. I just want to go out to school and just actually do things.
I want to act in person. I want to actually like not just be on a little square. I want to act. I want to feel everything.
Yeah.